front of
No,
me.
I genuinely like the taste of most beer.
Yeah.
I don't like IPAs though. Depends. If you grew up on cheap beer, you don't like IPAs, I've realized. I think IPAs are just garbage. I hate the taste of an IPA.
I don't know. I mean, I love Hams.
Ham's
Best
not cheap
IPA of all
American
time.
domestic. Yeah.
Let's get dumb and have some fun. Let's get dumb and have some fun. Let's get dumb and have some fun. Get dumb and have some fun.
Welcome to Let's Get Dumb, the podcast where I, comedian Joe Kilgallon, comedian Jonah Jurkens, like to ask dumb questions, tell dumb stories, make dumb lists, and just have a dumb old time with you. Jonah, how are you, my friend?
You know what, Joe? I'm excited because we have a very special guest today.
A guest is back. We got a third person on the mic, a returning guest.
I love a good returning guest. It feels fun because we already know like kind of our back and forth. It's a friend of ours. I like that all three of our names are almost the same thing, so that confuses a lot of people. Which we had a conversation with our our producer, excuse me, today, and he had to differentiate between who he was talking to. Thank you.
My name's James, and that's close, kind of, somewhat.
Yeah, that's so close to our
Another
names.
J,
It's
yeah.
not at all.
We call you producer Austin, though, so you just confused all the listeners.
Yeah.
His
Sorry,
name is
yeah.
James.
Don't look me up.
He goes by Austin, everybody. Okay, so yeah, well, we've only had a handful of returning guests.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Bader, Chris Bader,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Bader, Claire Sunby.
Claire
Claire
Sunby.
Sunby,
Me, technically.
Yeah.
you technically.
Me.
Has Kristen Toomey done it more than once?
No,
No.
I think that this guy's our
Joe
our
Fernandez.
number
All
three.
right, how
Yeah.
about it?
The
Well, there, I just gave
Joe
away the name.
Fernandez.
Everybody, welcome back to the podcast, Joe Fernandez. How are you,
But-
my man?
Your listeners may know me as Joe Pussy Crab Dip.
Yeah, the pussy crab dip
They're
story.
gonna be so excited.
You actually just dropped something on YouTube. Since this goes out on YouTube, why don't you tell everyone what it's about?
Oh, a short film. It's meant to be a parody of dramatic films. It's a rodeo clown going through a breakup with his wife, and it's a lot of slapstick while they're having very, very serious conversations.
Very funny.
Oh, did you watch it?
Most of it.
I saw the trailer. I like the trailer.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
watched
get around
the
to watching
trailer.
it. I'll watch it. I'll get around to watching it. I'm sorry.
But
no,
you watch most of you watch a 2-minute trailer and a 9-minute video, right?
Huh?
How long is your video?
It's 9-ish, and the trailer is like 120 or something.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I watched a 1/9 of the movie.
Oh, you just watched the trailer.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I've been gone, but I wanted to watch it.
No, I mean
It made me laugh.
It was a thing that we used to do as a live sketch, and it was so fun. And then when Stephen Haas agreed to the project,
He's a big deal. Stephen Haas is a great director. Everyone should check out his shit. I like
Yeah.
his style
It was-
a lot.
It's crazy when because you did it, and I'm like, that's Joe's old place. Is that correct? That's
oh
your
yeah,
old-
no,
yeah,
so
yeah.
but he didn't have time to edit it, so I did.
Yeah. I do
So
like
it
when
took
there's
me-
a little bit of a pause between when friends record and then release, because you can kind of see how their life has changed since then.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm
No,
like,
I mean,
that's an old place. Sarah changed her hair. Or,
Yeah.
Sarah Perry, who's a guest of ours.
yeah, she was awesome in that.
she's great in it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we filmed it in 2022, maybe.
Oh, wow.
And so so it took me forever to figure out how to edit it and how to not.
You look so much hotter back then, I got to say.
I think you look great now.
As a
I think
clown?
I'm kidding with you, dude.
Yeah.
9 minutes is the perfect length. Next time I go fire a deuce, that means take a shit. I'm going to watch the video, man, because I take about 9 to 10 minute dumps. So
take
it's
9
going to be
minutes
right
dumps?
there to me. Yeah.
Are you
sometimes
dumping the
longer.
whole time, or are you just sitting there with your knees and your elbows?
Sometimes I'm just sitting there
Wait, your knees on your-
contemplating
yeah,
my
your knees on your
existence.
Okay.
How fast are you taking shits?
Faster than that, unless
Dude,
got
I
nice
can
one.
do it. People think I pee when I go to the bathroom and take a shit. I do it that fast.
But
Yeah.
what's the rush?
Oh, I mean, I have no need to be on the toilet
Mhm.
for very long.
But it's you, your phone.
Yeah, but I
a
can do
good
that.
book. Sometimes I bring a book in there.
Put a book in there?
Nothing like taking a
I think-
reading some Hemingway.
I picture your shits looking like this, Joe Kilgallon, is like, like it's just like you're just letting everything go.
That's how I orgasm, actually.
Oh no! Oh, trust me, I know. I've made you come in your sleep before. It kinda
I'm
was.
glad you said it off camera.
Oh. It was weird just how it was just sold so genuinely that I kind of like took it in stride, like, oh, it's probably made him come.
Not true. Not true. I'm very excited for today's episode.
Very
We're doing
defensive.
something we've been wanting to do for a while. Definitely check out Joe's video. We'll tweet out a link to that or Instagram a link.
Make Joe come.
And then there's a video about making me come for sure. But we are going to do a bracket.
Yeah,
Jonah picked the topic.
I did.
Tell them the
Oh, you asked me
topic.
to say it? Okay, no, I know. I know. I was purposely
Setting
doing
you
that.
up.
No, I know. We're gonna do a bracket, and it's gonna be of the hard seltzer flavors.
Oh.
Hard seltzer companies. I didn't like that.
Yeah, so
Brands,
we're
types of hard seltzers.
Oh.
I made the bracket.
yeah, we've been playing with stuff. We've done top 5 lists. We've done
Starting
gauntlet
five.
style stuff. Starting 5, my 5. We've done either or questions. We did a draft. Last week we did a draft. So this week we're going to play with the format of a bracket.
It's March.
It's
March.
March Madness, baby. So we'll do this. We'll probably do another bracket come Sweet 16 time of the March Madness tournament. But we decided we've done food and movies the last 2 weeks, so we decided to do drinks. And I wanted to do beer, but you reminded me that hard seltzers are all the rage still. I felt like maybe they've been dipping a little bit, but you showed me the numbers, and I can't argue with numbers. They are still doing very well. Maybe because it's winter in Chicago, you don't see them as much. But come summertime, I'm sure they'll be in everyone's hand.
It's also weird. I love beer, the taste of beer more than seltzers, but because of supposedly seltzers are better for not becoming fat, I drink those instead.
But you don't like them?
They're fine, but I'd rather have a beer. I'd rather have a Miller Lite than a fucking
Do you think it
pineapple
takes
high
you-
noon.
Yeah.
too.
Because it takes you longer to drink a beer because it feels like you're drinking alcohol. Like that's the thing. The first time I had a seltzer, I was like walking through Target, and if I've talked about this before, excuse me, but like I was walking through Target. This is before the boom, the seltzer boom.
I was more
Well,
just you politely apologizing, like, I'm so sorry if I've talked about. Excuse me if I've talked about this.
but I'm still gonna talk about it again.
That's Joe Kilgallon training him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just instinctual.
And
Jonah now.
I walked past this pallet, and it was like alcoholic water. What? And then it was only $10 for a 12 pack, and I got it. Went back with a comedian, Dan Dries, and I was like, hey, this is a thing called like alcoholic water. Do you want to try it? And I tried it, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard of. It's just like, I was like, it feels healthy. I can't tell that I'm drinking alcohol, and boy, oh boy, do I get fucked up on this. And it tasted amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and maybe that's also like, I don't know, beer just maybe it's because I going to school in Milwaukee. I'm like, just beer also
Yeah.
just has a more sentimental flavor, which sounds weird to say, but it's like,
Don't say sentiment of flavor ever in front of
No,
me.
I genuinely like the taste of most beer.
Yeah.
I don't like IPAs though. Depends. If you grew up on cheap beer, you don't like IPAs, I've realized. But if you're someone who started drinking when you turned 21 or got into drinking in college, not high school, because everyone I know who's a high school drinker, we are American domestics, or if we do go international, we like Guinness or Heineken or Stella or something like that. But I've noticed the people who became like college drinkers love microbrews, and this is from Oberon Bell's, or this is from Three Floyds. They always like these craft beers that, to me, I think IPAs are just fucking garbage. I hate the taste of an IPA.
I don't know. I mean, I love Hams.
Ham's
Best
not cheap
IPA of all
American
time.
domestic- yeah, but no, man, I fucking can't. I can't deal with it. They always have like a weird hint of some bad aftertaste.
I pissed through my ass after drinking
That's what
it.
should be called. I pissed through my ass.
I mean, I do that anyway.
I know.
I had a surgery that went really wrong.
Oh no. So you legitimately pee out of your butt?
Yeah.
Oh no. What was the surgery? Just a root canal?
Well, you know, not to be too controversial, but I was trying to transition. They put the pussy in my butthole.
But Joe, your pussy's been in your butthole the whole time.
This is like the end of a movie. It's like, your pussy's been in your butthole the whole time, kid. And you're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you've always had it inside of you.
Yeah.
You've always had that courage to shoot that last shot, and your pussy has always been in your butthole. That's the original ending to Home Alone.
Right.
thought it was The Sixth
Where I'm going to
Sense.
shoot my last shot into. I tell you that.
Bruce Willis's pussy's in his butthole. Like that's the end of The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
That would be incredible if the movie was exactly the same, but the twist, like that movie for 84 minutes exactly as is. And then when that woman goes, "Why did you leave me?" And then it just shows Bruce Willis taking a piss out of his asshole, and the camera shows it's from underneath, where it shows his pussy on his butthole.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
No, that would be.
I do like the idea that technically now, if you told Bruce Willis that, he'd believe you.
Oh yeah.
You son of a bitch.
If you told him that was a real thing, he'd be like, I guess it is.
See, I prefer the angle that M. Night Shyamalan's like, all right, put the camera underneath his butt pussy. This is gonna be an amazing shot.
It's that little kid saying, "I see dead people." He's like, "I see your butt pussy."
Or like that scene in Armageddon when they're saying, "All right, we'll do this, but this is what we want." Where the one guy, he never wants to pay taxes again, and then Bruce Willis was like, "I want a butt pussy."
Can you put a pussy on my butthole?
And he goes, "I want but seriously, I want a butt pussy."
Yippee-ki-yay, I have a butt pussy. Every fucking Bruce Willis movie we try to butt pussy.
That would be, yeah. I'm trying to, because my dad loves Bruce Willis, and he would watch some dog shit Bruce Willis movies because they were like
Say
towards
that
the end of
back.
his career.
Oh, at the end. Oh, your dad was in the last ones?
Yeah, he would watch all, so like, and they are so bad.
Yeah.
That a butt pussy would actually make it better.
Right. Where you
Dude,
can see the earpiece in his ear?
yeah, I mean, it's just like, and like, it looks like it's like green screen half the time. They're not
Yeah.
even on like a low, like it's just really crappy cheese. And what I heard was that he was like doing all these movies because he knew he was like coming up on the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's making all this money
For his family.
for
But
his
it
family.
turned out he had to get that butt pussy
You
surgery.
gotta get that butt pussy surgery.
Had nothing to do with his family or his love for them.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
right. He's listening right now being like, that's why I did do that.
You know, we record in advance, so if he passes away before or he died already. No.
Bruce Willis?
Is he dead?
No.
alive?
Gene Hackman died
No,
of,
I understand
of
that.
crazy...
Yeah, what is the truth?
Nobody knows yet.
I think he died, and then maybe she killed herself, and then forgot the dog was around, and the dog just starved.
That's exactly what I think happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the dog ate those pills that were by her.
Yeah, could be.
Because I didn't hear the dog autopsy.
It is crazy that like a 95-year-old person dies and the authorities are like, we haven't figured it out yet. It's like, I think we know why he died.
Well, didn't the house burn down or something? Or what was
Well,
the
they
deal?
originally thought it was carbon monoxide. Well, no, actually, people didn't, because this is where we're trained as a society now. So when it was announced that all three died, people were like, that's suspicious. I'm like, yeah, it's weird. But again, the guy was 95.
Yeah.
So she was 67.
Which is
so
gross.
it's not like he's going to strangle
cool.
her out at that age. You know what I mean? It's not like a 95-year-old's going to be like, I'm going to kill my dog and my wife. Like, he doesn't have the physical strength to do that. He's 95.
That would be insane if it was a murder-suicide
By the
by
way,
him. That'd
exactly.
be crazy.
If you're 67, first of all, you feel bad for the dog because that poor dog is like, am I really getting killed by a 95-year-old? How can I not defeat this guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And also,
you should be allowed, if you're 95, you should be allowed to kill people if you can, but
If you
only with your
can,
hands.
right.
That's a joke someone has. Is that Patton Oswalt?
it's close to a Nick Swartzen joke.
Patton Oswalt, I think, had a joke where it's like, if you make it to 100, every year you're allowed to kill somebody, but you can only use your bare hand. Like, if you can
Right.
do it. Because if you were like, how did he die? A 101-year-old man strangled him to death. It's like, well, then you deserve to go.
Yeah. Also, it's kind of crazy that they had 3 dogs, 2 of them lived and 1 didn't. So one dog was just like, I'm just gonna go check on them for a second.
Oh, I
Right.
didn't realize there was other dogs.
Yeah, and they were fine.
And the door was open. That was what I think everyone was freaking out about, that the door was like ajar.
Mhm.
Like someone had like came in and left.
You know what I love is
Also,
that you went from saying the door was open
To a jar.
to the door was ajar.
Yeah.
You know,
Makes me
how I
think
get
you
that?
were
Because
there.
That's what the report says. It said it was open, and then the next line it says it was ajar.
Those are two sentences
I'm
that
like,
mean the same
Those
thing.
are two. Is it unlocked or was it open? Like,
Well, isn't a jar? A jar means unlocked. I thought a jar means open.
ajar means like a
little
it
open.
seems open is like open.
Wide open.
Yeah.
All right, fair
No,
enough.
but in the report I was like, what is it? But they said both.
Seems like only someone who was there would know that. Oh,
Awesome.
That's right. I went to Santa Fe and fucked up Gene Hackman. If anything,
Actually-
our friend Jonah here was in New Mexico.
You were in New Mexico recently, weren't you, Jonah? Huh. Somebody.
I was not in New Mexico. I was in Santa Fe.
Yeah, he died in Santa Fe.
What?
Where
Oh,
the
shit.
fuck do you think
no.
Santa Fe is? It's the capital of New Mexico.
No, I know. I think he's like a neighbor of my aunt's, actually.
No, Gene Hackman lived in Santa Fe.
Do you
Yeah,
know the
I know
way
that.
to
Oh,
Santa
okay.
Fe?
I just told you that. I
do
think
you
he
know
was
that
my
that's not the
aunt's
real name of the
neighbor.
song, though?
It's San Jose.
Oh yeah, okay. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's so funny.
Santa Fe
But you know
was
Israel's
pretty
song Santa Fe.
Hmm?
Are you here? And Newsies. You guys never seen Newsies?
They have a Breaking Bad museum there.
Hmm?
good. That's an
In Santa Fe.
Albuquerque.
That's in Albuquerque.
Ah, shoot.
Took the wrong turn at Albuquerque, and we got to get to this bracket. 'cause
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
excited for this. Hard Seltzer brands. Our boy Austin made the bracket list. He's going to hit us up being like a number 1 seed versus a number. Tell us how the seeding is. Break it down for the listeners so they could get excited while the camera's on me because I'm the most handsome of the 3.
Yes, I'm
No,
good
I'm
on
not
you too,
actually.
So I made a bracket. I was gonna make
Real
32
senior
because
thing.
that's more fun, but 32 seltzers is fucking impossible. We'd be naming some weird European ones or just discontinued ones.
Sure.
So if anyone like Bon and V, I'm sorry, that discontinued in 2020.
This guy was on Truly before White Claw took over the
It
market.
truly was.
Truly had a head start, but White Claw still beat it.
I was very upset with that.
This
It
was because of the expression, you
White Claw
think?
truly hurt my
Assumed by
feelings.
college.
Yeah. Well, he used to
Yeah.
always be like, we'd go over
That's-
to his old apartment, I'm like, what do you got in the fridge? He's like, I got Truly. I got Truly. He's like, yeah, they're truly amazing. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
They're amazing.
Dude, White Claws were so big in my college that people were selling them out of their dorms.
I think it's because of that expression. There's no laws with the claw. That's what college kids would say when people start drinking White Claw. They'd say there's no laws with the claw and all this. Because it's amazing that seltzer took popular. Because Mike's Hard Lemonade in the early 2000s was a drink that was wildly refreshing, had more alcohol than every beer on the market. But for whatever reason, as a dude, if you drank it, everyone was like, "Oh, this guy drinks more than Mike's Hard Lemonade. He wants to suck my dad's dick." Like that's what people would.
Same with Smirnoff Ice.
Smirnoff Ice. Yeah, you weren't a cool man. Men did not drink that. But for whatever reason, hard seltzers, men drink. And is it because we're in this fitness craze or what?
That's 100% what I think, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Literally is only fitness related.
It's less sugar, and it's just like it's not. I think that's the problem with like Mike's Hard Lemonade was like just all sugar, and it was a very like quote unquote femmy drink.
Why are we trying to be healthy? Why is everyone trying to be healthy?
Because I want to live longer.
For what?
What do you have
to not die? Huh? I have so much to offer. What are you talking about? I have.
What age do you want to live to?
Huh?
Do you have an age you want to live to?
1,000.
For real though.
No, I sort of got like I've been watching The Pit a lot.
Is that show good?
Good show. And one of the doctors.
By the way, I'm like 5 episodes ahead of you, so when you watch it, you have to go back. We share a Max. Thing.
Okay, it's fine.
I just watched episode 9. You're on episode 5. I don't want
this fucking asshole. Do you want to talk about that for a second?
What?
So this guy goes. He goes. Hey. He was watching TV in at my place, and he just goes. Can you put your Amazon on the TV? I was like, Joe, you have everything on there already. What do you need on there?
Fair enough. I didn't ask you like a dick. I just said, hey, do you have your Amazon password for this?
Right.
And then you said, what'd you say? You were like, I don't really know. I don't know if I can find it. I'm like, don't worry about it. I said, don't worry about it. It would have been like, it would have been one thing if you were like, I don't really have it right now, but I can find it. I was
Dude.
like, yeah, get that.
Yeah.
Go get it.
I'm so streamingly cucked. It's insane that like I pay for so many friends' streaming services. I pay extra to make sure my friends can use my services.
I should have hopped. Because I pay for YouTube TV, Paramount Plus, Netflix. The only ones I don't have are Hulu and Disney Plus. I have Netflix, Paramount Plus. But I do AMC Plus as part of my YouTube TV.
Me too. Yeah.
So YouTube TV, AMC Plus, Netflix, Paramount Plus, Max.
Same.
Oh, and Amazon Prime. So I've got like way too much shit. I'm just like
same thing. I even have Masterclass.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
That's like if you want like Timberland to teach you how to make beats.
Wait, you have that?
Of course I do.
Can I get that?
Of course you can.
Oh,
yeah, he let me
What?
buy it too, but I lost the password.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's a streaming service?
Yeah.
No, it's like
It's a streaming service.
It's like
Kind
a
of.
school.
It's
a school.
It's a school as a streaming service, but it's crazy because like I have so many like if I have to change my password because you're supposed to every so often whatever, I will like I've had friends that live in different states texted me being like, "Are we fighting right now? Are you mad at me? Why did the password change?" Yeah. And I have to give it to them. Or that time where like back in the day, which I don't think is really an issue as much anymore, when you try to log in and somebody else is using it, so then you can't watch.
Oh yeah,
that was like WW Network one. That was fucking annoying as shit. So I had to boot people off that shit.
And I like it's even stuff like with my folks where I'm just like they don't for some reason we don't share a family phone plan, which would make it cheaper. So I pay for a phone which is like so much more expensive when it's just you on a phone bill, and it's like for some reason my folks too they have like Netflix Prime. I'm like we should probably just like. Combine this.
On my YouTube channel, I pay extra for the fucking poker channel because one time, 2 years ago, I was like, I'm gonna watch some poker, and then I did it, and then I haven't watched poker since. But I still pay an extra $5 a month.
Poker on YouTube?
Yeah, I'll give you the password.
Can I get that?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, of course.
Well, go back to watching The Pit because I asked you how long you want to live to.
Oh, so there's an episode in The Pit where, kind of in the beginning, where you're 5 episodes ahead. Thank you. You're welcome, Joe. Where the doctor's almost like, hey, since he's suffering, like, kind of let him do his thing. And I was like, never fucking let me suffer, dude.
Never pull the plug?
Never pull the plug. I want to be a vegetable for life. Cut my head off, put it in a fucking ice. You know what? The demolition man, freeze me, please.
You should have a great fear of dying, huh, my man?
It's insane.
I'm sorry.
It's crazy. I want to have a panic attack just talking about this.
I'm sorry. Let's not talk.
Do you
about
not?
it then. Sometimes, yeah. I think I'm more afraid of getting old than I am of actually dying.
See, I would rather, I'd rather die early than get old and then start to lose my mind and all that shit. Which I haven't.
Sure.
I'm very normal.
Yeah, all three of us are the most normal people in the world.
Oh, definitely.
Remember that character I did, Masturbation Jenkins?
Yeah, I was just. Is that on YouTube? Probably not. I get flagged immediately, I bet.
I don't know. I know I did put it on Instagram, and a big reason I stopped doing that character was because not once but twice, I'm pretty sure women stopped seeing me after they saw clips of that.
I told you this. This is a true
Yeah.
story, and then we got to get
Everyone
into the
talk about that.
bracket. I was outside Easy Bar on Division, and there was a girl nearby, and she started talking about like what's going on in the bar or something. I'm like, oh, there's a comedy open mic back there. And she's like, ooh, I actually dated a comedian for a little bit. And I was like, who? And she couldn't remember the name. She's like, fuck, what was it? It was only like 2 dates. That's why I'm blanking, because I was kind of giving her shit. I'm like, must not have been that great if you forgot the guy's name. And then she's like, oh, I saw him like twice. He did this like masturbating guy. I'm like, Masturbation Jenkins. She's like, yeah, that's it. I go, Joe Fernandez. She's like, yes. And then she found your name or whatever. I'm like, he's here tonight. And she's like, oh, really? He won't remember me. It was so long ago. Remember I tried to grab you to find her,
Yeah.
and she was walking out already. And then I wanted to like run out into the street and be like, this is him, that's her. And it wasn't to be.
No.
Do you think
It's
you'd
the end
remember
of
her?
that story.
No, I didn't when
How many
Joe was
first dates
telling
have
me
you been
this.
on
You
that
did
you
not
like?
remember her.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of first dates I've been on that I wouldn't recognize the person.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, because, yeah, I think I went to go look to see what she looked
He did,
like.
and she was already gone. I know.
Yeah.
I was pissed about that.
I thought I did see her.
She weighed 455 pounds. And I go, this makes sense, because this is what Joe Fernandez is into.
No, that's what Masturbation Jenkins is into.
And I always wore the costume when we went on dates.
Yeah. Costume. I thought this is your costume.
Can I
Isn't
get-
that you?
To be fair, that character did crush at the Gazellies.
It did.
Yeah.
Could
did.
Chicago Comedy Awards show. Could we get you to sing the Masturbation
I like how
Jenkins
you
songs
didn't
we
give them
wanted?
context for Masturbation Jenkins. You were like the Gazellies.
I think it's
That
been mentioned on the
explains
podcast
itself, by the way.
before.
Masturbation
What we're
Jenkins
talking
explains
about,
itself.
You don't?
No,
Masturbation Jenkins is a character that Joe Fernandez does. Actually, I'm sorry. Joe Fernandez is a character that Masturbation Jenkins does.
Where spiders go into your brains, or you eat spiders?
I don't think there's any reference to spiders at all, is there?
Yes, there is, because that's the whole setup for the joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that you said, oh, that's the setup for the character.
Oh, when it's a stand-up bit.
When it's a
Yeah.
stand-up bit.
It's at the average. Oh, maybe I'll do that maybe I'll do that tomorrow at CWSK.
Yeah.
But it's that the average person eats 8 spiders a year.
Right.
But I think the study's bullshit. I think it's just one crazy dude eating spiders for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, raising the national average. It's good old Masturbation Jenkins,
Yeah.
the hobo with his own theme song.
Yeah. And which is
And then you go,
insane.
you guys know the song, and then, right?
Right. So during this, Joe did this character at the
Paper
Comedy
Machete.
Awards, where Joe and I
right,
both
yeah.
won. Joe and I both won our own award. You won one as well, I think.
No.
Oh, that's interesting. 2 winners and 1 loser here.
Well,
And-
I think I'm going to be a repeat winner.
Yeah, you are.
That's not. We're not going to.
And so you did your character, and a lot of people didn't know that character. I've known that character for such a long time that you handed out sheets of paper with the lyrics for the song on,
And fake feces.
and and I said, I don't need it. And I sang along to the whole song. My whole table was like, do you honestly know this song? I was like, it's been burned in my brain for such a long time. Because in 2016, you also did a show, a theater show, where you were going to, was it 2016 or was it 2018? It's a show where the whole premise of your show is a 4-week run.
Oh, it was 3 weeks. That was in 2019, yeah.
2019.
I remember because that was shortly after. I remember it was a third date with a girl where she had seen me at Zany's, and then we'd gone on another date. Everything was going well. And then on the third date, she's like, so what's this masturbation guy? And I got so embarrassed. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I don't know. She's like, well, what is it? And I'm like, I honestly don't know how to explain this to you. Like, I just
Yeah.
forgot that people follow you on social media.
Yeah. Well, you also made t-shirts to sell, so I don't know how embarrassed you actually are.
Well, no, but it's one of those things that you don't think about it until someone who doesn't know you.
Yeah.
And then suddenly she's like, so what is this character? And how am I supposed to, like, casually on a third date be like, oh, it's a hobo who eats his own poop and cum and runs for president or runs for any public office that's
Right.
vacant. And then what's she going to be like? Oh, tell me more?
Yeah.
There's nothing I can
Oh,
say.
interesting. I walked up to your show, the opening night of your show, and I was so excited to be there for my friend. And I was walking up the stairs to the theater, and then it hit me. I have to say 2 for Masturbation Jenkins, please.
Did you say the full name? Masturbation Jenkins Presidential Campaign Variety Hour?
I think I did.
Yeah.
I know. But then I watched it, and even though, Joe, there's only 2 people in the audience, there's 5. It was
The third show was great.
Honestly,
The one I was on was pretty good.
Yeah, that's the one you were on. Yeah.
it was honestly like an incredible show, and you should be very proud of yourself.
I think you should bring it
You
back.
should have brought that girl, because like you came up, you did all this, you choreographed, you made songs, like it was.
Oh, dude.
90, it was 60 minutes, right?
Well, I joked about this at the Gazellies, where twice I've gotten laid after doing that. A woman seeing me do that character, and the night of the first show, a girl was in the crowd who I'd met at a stand-up show previously, so she brought 2 friends to see the first show. Then we had sex that night after she saw me play a hobo who eats his poop and cum.
I thought you were going to say you're a threesome. I was going to be like, that.
That'd be even crazier.
That
Right.
character.
No.
And what's crazy is, did you still have the brown stuff over your face when you had sex?
No. I did have cum inside me that I let out during the sex.
Whoa.
And then
And guess what? You weren't the only person that come
I
inside them.
scooped it out of her pussy.
And then you ate it.
Ate it.
Well, that's
This is
what
before I had
podcast
my
is.
own little
Before, can't top that.
There goes
before I
this
had my own
episode on
little
YouTube.
butt pussy.
Monetization. Could you would it be too much to put? Would it be putting you on the spot to have you sing the song?
We can do it.
Should I lead you in? Could you like a 1, 2, 1?
Well, I just want to
Sorry.
say before we sing that the character started as Scott the Turd Fucker, so he needs his proper due.
And then we'll do the bracket.
Really?
listeners, promise.
Oh, masturbation. When you did Scott the Turd Fucker, and then all of a sudden later on when you came up with Masturbation Jenkins, you're like, God, I'm just so good at getting better.
I'm just evolving as an artist.
What was the? I know this is a audio podcast, but like visually, it is one of the most interesting characters I've ever seen. Because you have
You guys
overalls
are
on
able to
that
do
are
something
half-
where you pull up like that. Yeah.
You have overalls on there that are half off. You have straw hat. I mean, you look like you're in Children of the Corn, but one of those kids grew up.
And just whatever that society was warped him that much. Yeah. No, but dude, I always think about how that character came about was like a friend of mine was in abnormal psychology, and it was just me, her, and a couple of people, and I just happened to be like, abnormal psychology, what's that, where you watch people eat their own shit? And I thought that was the funniest thing, and I was laughing. The rest of whatever the conversation they were having was, they were very annoyed because I just kept laughing about. And then for some reason, when I was bored in class in college, I would be like bored, and I was like, all right, let me draw what this guy would look like. And it was Scott the Turd Fucker. He had a trucker's hat that said FCUK, so fuck was spelled wrong. He had 3 total
You know, that's a
fingers.
real clothing company, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where I got it from.
French Connection is the, yeah.
FCUK?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Anyhow, he had 3 fingers. He was completely naked, and he hosted a late night talk show.
I like the idea that you dropped that and someone picked it up and said FCUK, and then they started their own company,
dude,
and then they're a billionaire now. All because
And the only thing they were like, I think we should lose the mascot. I think we'll do good with just the FCUK. Sorry. Okay, let's get to the bracket now. Unless you want to sing the song.
I kind of like the idea of our listeners getting to hear this song.
Okay.
It's a great song.
You guys know it.
And I want it to get stuck in people's heads.
It's one of those like you have to start it and then I can kind of go with it.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, I will say the same weekend I met that girl at Zany's. Actually, I may have done the joke when she met me too, but some girl came up. It was during that week at Zany's that a girl comes up. She's like, I was like, oh God, she probably like hated my set or got offended by something I said. She goes, what's the name of that guy, the song you just did? And I go, Masturbation Jenkins. She goes, that's it. I really like that song. It's fucking insane. Anyhow, okay, ready? This is the way the character intros it. He goes, a 1, a 2, a 7. Good old Masturbation Jenkins. He rides a lot of trains. He meets a lot of people and eats out their brains. And what does he do with their cavernous skulls? Jerks off into them and poops on the walls. And then he says that song was written by Maya Angelou.
Bracket time, bitches. That's how we do it. That's how you segue out. It is bracket time. First episode of the month of March. I don't know why I'm clapping like this, but I'm going to keep doing it. Feels like I'm making points. Hit us with the Hard Seltzer bracket. Producer Austin on the 1s and 2s.
So how do we do this? How do you want to do this?
So we did a bracket of 16. Usually it's 32, but there's no way I was doing
Usually it's
32.
64, by the way, with a 65, 66 playing these days,
Well,
right?
Usually it's 60. Well, I'm saying like most general brackets.
Oh,
in the
general
world are
brackets.
32 or
Okay, I gotcha.
64.
I
Around
gotcha.
there.
I'm sorry.
But we're doing 16,
That was a
so
dick
there's no
comment.
buys. These are actually seeded.
You're back on that shit, by the way. So
The first couple are actually seeded like in terms of popularity from profits last year. So I actually looked into that. The other ones are based on popularity from the New York Times, Business Insider, etc. I looked at a lot of articles.
Libtard media.
Yes, that's what I looked at. I just looked at opinion articles and try to rank them that way. Because a lot of these like Spindrift Spiked did not have any fiscal reports, but they are very popular.
What?
Yeah, exactly. So we have some.
How does a popular drink have no fiscal reports?
Well, then some of them aren't as public. I'm sure I could find if I spent more than 2 hours looking. I only spent 2 hours making this. I'm sorry.
2 hours is really long. You said that.
That's how long it took to like find.
I thought you were gonna say like 2 minutes, and then you said an entire. That's how long it took me to watch Conclave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, an hour that was also trying to look at flavors that were popular, but then I dropped that.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
I wasted an hour, so it probably took me an hour.
2 and some hours. That's how long my girlfriend had a nap during Conclave.
That's good. Okay, so we're gonna start here, and I guess you guys just pick which one you like the best. There's 3 of you, so then we'll have.
So
an
they do 2 out of 3 vote.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they are seeded, so we'll start with the number 1 seed and the number 16 seed. Okay.
Okay.
We have.
Ooh, can I guess? Can we guess what the number 1 seed is?
Sure, go ahead. We all know you know it, Jonah. Go ahead.
I didn't know this because I don't think is it.
Can I guess Black Cherry White Claw?
That was mine.
No, it's not.
Mango?
No, there's no flavors associated.
It's just the
just White
brand.
Claw?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Truly's number 1.
No,
White Claw.
no. The most
High Noon.
High Noon.
High Noon was the most profitable seltzer last year. Making
I
over
drink-
You love High Noon.
$753
Yeah.
million. Yeah.
Big fan of High Noon.
It was big. That was the one I got a definitive. Oh, that's number 1.
Mhm.
So at number 1, the number 1 seed is High Noon, and the number 16 seed is Natural Light Seltzer.
Oh,
That
what the
sounds
fuck?
amazing, though. Because I like Natty Light. I don't know they fucking have a seltzer.
It looks the.
I
can
know
is
their
nice.
seltzer
It's a
very
nice
well.
can.
I have to. I mean, I've never had a Natty Light, so I have to go with High Noon just because that's what I always drink when I'm at Will's on Sunday too.
Mhm.
I have to go High Noon too. We're not going to get an upset right away. So yeah, it's
No, it's High Noon.
No Fairleigh Dickinson's in this bitch.
What's your favorite High Noon flavor?
Pineapple is what I get.
Really?
Makes my cum taste
I
better.
like peach.
The,
Because I could eat peach for hours.
I did find a.
I know it's sad that reference grossed me out just because I know that it's when John Travolta licks his own daughter's face.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
What
when he's-
movie? Give some background for everyone.
Face
Face
Off.
Off.
Face Off. There we go.
Isn't that when he's talking to the stewardess?
Well, he may say,
He's
but
like,
then,
"How about I
but
let you
then
suck my
when
tongue?"
he takes Nicolas Cage's daughter hostage, he like licks her face, saying,
Right. But in fairness, it's Nicolas Cage as John Travolta hitting on John Travolta's daughter. So although it might be gross for her, for him, he's just being a pedophile.
that is in fairness."
Uh-huh. And then he goes, "Ooh, Papa's got a brand new bag.
That was a great Travolta, Jonah. You need to start doing that.
Ooh, look at me and John Travolta."
Now do your Denzel.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Your entire life as a secretly gay man's a great John Travolta.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So also the most popular High Noon flavor is grapefruit by a study.
What the fuck?
Arguably the worst.
Yeah.
You
That's the middle of America right there,
That is-
fucking
I
everything
think it's
over for
actually
the rest
most
of us.
sold one. I think it's
Grapefruit's
also-
one of those flavors when you buy a variety pack, you go, ooh, I like 3 of the 4 flavors, and the 4th flavor is grapefruit.
Right, and then you're
They're
gonna
trying
be
to
like,
get rid of
It's
it.
like a yellow
Yeah.
Starburst.
it's like a yellow Starburst, or like yes, exactly, or a grapefruit Starburst. I think there's a grapefruit one, isn't there?
But
Or
the
pink
originals
one,
is
whatever the
red.
pink is.
That's what. Well, they make
Red's
pink.
good, pink's good.
They make an
orange.
exclusively pink one now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think everyone agrees it goes pink, red, orange, yellow in terms of
I don't
Starburst.
like yellow. It's just lemon.
I don't mind yellow. I like them all.
Would you
but
take it over
yellow-
any of the other
I'll
flavors?
probably rank
Yes.
yellow 4.
What's the worst?
I like lemon and
What's the
orange.
worst Jolly Rancher? Grape?
I don't know. We're getting off bracket
I
now.
don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Grape
Well-
is the worst. Okay. Our second round here, we have the numbers. Oh, we have an. I'm sorry, I got to turn up my brightness. The number 8 seed, Topo Chico Hard.
That's the 8 seed?
Yes.
You think it'd be higher?
Yeah.
Really?
I love Topo Chico.
You know what's crazy about hard seltzers? To a little sidebar is that when you go to New York, almost nobody drinks like in Brooklyn and all those places. Like there's almost no hard seltzers being drank or that are like really available. It's weird how like I feel like it's such a huge, probably West Coast Midwest thing. It's so huge here. It's something I've noticed.
No.
Great study, Jonah.
I
Thank
think I would have. I honestly could even take Topo Chico over High Noon. There's
if you go to
strawberry
Europe-
guava in Topo Chico. That flavor fucking rules.
I just like I like the regular lime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fans of
You go to
Topo Chico.
Europe, there's no fucking seltzers. It's all wine.
So our number 9 seed though is Bud Light Seltzer.
I mean, I feel like this is a blowout.
It's Topo.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
if I've ever had a Topo Chico, but I'll say yeah.
The Bud
It comes in glass as well, which is very high class.
It's the glass
It's very high
bottle that
class.
that I thought was water originally.
They do have water also.
Yeah.
Their water is really good.
That's why when they announced their water's so good and it's like kind of bougie, and when they announced that they're having a seltzer, I've never waited for a countdown for anything more in my life. Where I was like, I can't fucking wait, dude. Like it is.
What about when the Olsen twins turned 18?
Ew. Where do you get this information, by the way?
That's how. That's
Go
how.
on websites that drop information like when
I don't know how I know this information. I just do. But Joe, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? That's
Dude, that was the most casual response to pedophilia I've ever heard. Ew, and then back to the seltzer.
yeah.
I'm gonna stay on topic.
Back to business. Someone just said they waited for 2 kids to turn 18. Let me just acknowledge that.
Right.
Back to the seltzer.
Right. You did say those things. Anyways.
With that, it's like Mountain Dew flavors. Like I hear, but like they just announced today that Taco Bell's getting a Baja Purple now. It's Baja Midnight. So I have a countdown now.
I had
Well,
Taco Bell last
Mountain
night.
Dew has a hard seltzer.
Yeah.
Sunny
dude,
D
it's
has a
not
hard
on the list.
seltzer.
It pisses me off.
Almost as excited as I was when Natalie Portman turned 18.
I spent $18 on Taco
She
Bell.
hasn't
by
been 18 this
myself
whole
last night.
time. Then what have I been jerking off to?
There was legitimately a countdown of the Star Wars fans made a countdown to her turning 18.
There was one for the. That's how fucking fucked up things were when we were. But in fairness, I think I was still like 17, 18 when
But
the
then you would
Olsen
have that
twins-
countdown though. That countdown's by old perverted men. You know what I mean? Because I remember one time someone gave me shit because I was talking about. I was somewhere where I was like, "Ooh, Tiffany Amber Thiessen." And people were like, she was like 17 or 16 on Saved by the Bell, and I'm like, "Yeah, I was 9."
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I
a
could.
good point.
It's fine for me. I'm not. If I was 48 looking at her, then it'd be weird.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's weird. I worked at a restaurant like when I was 16, and this old guy used to come by and like give us porn. And then at the time, you're like, fucking sweet, dude. But looking back now, you're like, gross,
Dude, yeah, I mean, I worked at a
He'd just be
Dairy
like, "Here you
Queen,
go,
and the
here's porn for
manager
you guys."
always was like, "You want me to buy you guys beer?" And we were like, "What?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know."
Yeah. You want to hang out or something?
Yeah. No, it was like that, dude.
Right. Hey,
I
that'd be
mean,
kind of sweet, right?
Yeah, dude. It's weird how
What are you
when
guys
you're
doing? Like,
well,
who's
it's
that-
even
who's that girl?
It's even like when you graduate college, but when you're in college, you're like, alumni, come hang out with us, and they're like, nah, and you're like, what? And you think it's so cool when they do come hang, but then when you're an alumni, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is weird being at a house party at 25 or whatever the age was that you went
Yeah.
back to like,
It's even worse the high school girls that are dating like college boys.
yeah.
Because you're just like, how do I compete with that? You're like, gross.
Dude, when I was 14, now, Joe, you probably have heard of Zero Gravity, right? It was in
Yeah.
Naperville.
Yeah.
When I was 14, I knew 2 girls who were dating. They were like, I would hear them talking. They're like, oh, our boyfriends who were 20 and they were 14. And I remember at the age being like, God, I can't wait till I'm 20. And then you turn 20
Right.
and you're like, oh, those guys are criminals.
Those are fucking losers.
Right.
You're 20 dating a
And
14-year-old. You're
I
a
think
loser.
they met them at like Zero Gravity or something. And I remember being like, God, I wish I were like a cool 20-year-old. I could date
Right.
these hot chicks.
I mean, it's
Zero
on their
Gravity was a
2-year
nightclub,
on their
yeah.
2-year anniversary. They drove them to their driver's license thing.
Jesus.
Got their driver's license for their pedophile boyfriends.
Yeah, right. When they find out sex when they're 18, the guy's like, I just been waiting 4 years for this. Oh, grody.
All right, next
I think
round.
they're waiting till
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
18.
No, of
That's
course not.
Fucking
That's even
optimistic.
worse.
Next round here. All right, we got number 4, which is this is the official number 4. Top selling last year was Mike's Hard Seltzer.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, it was a huge seller. And then this is going against the number 13 seed Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzers.
I
I
mean, I
want to
gotta-
Michelob Ultra.
Really?
I'm
I would
going
do Mike's Hard.
I'm going Mike's Hard.
Have you had it?
I
The
just trust
seltzers?
the people who made the lemonade.
Yeah, the lemonade was great.
It's just sparkling lemonade, really.
Michelob Ultra's regular beer tastes like water, so I imagine their seltzer is even
They're
watery.
organic seltzers.
It's good.
They made
And
a
that's
point that it said organic, and I wrote it down.
if you go to like a lot of events in arenas, that's all they sell is Michelob
Now,
Ultra.
since
In
Jonah's
my
had it
space.
and we haven't, does that like defer?
no, still
No, I mean,
vote.
it's 2-1. You guys
Yeah.
voted on Mike's Hard.
But has any of us had the mics?
No, but I assume it's good. Damn
Yeah.
it. It's Mike's.
That's the one
Damn
you
it.
want. Yeah, we play whenever there's a movie that they haven't seen. That's the one they would want to see right now.
Mhm.
So which one would?
Yeah,
you
if I had to
have
pick
right
what I'd try,
now? Yeah, which one would you have right now? as we're
Mike's
sitting
Hard.
here? There you go.
It's interesting that I've never seen. I don't think I ever realized that at a bar.
What? That they have the mics?
Mike's-
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
I've
Mike's
never
Hard.
seen it. I've never seen either of those at a bar. To
I've
be
seen the
honest.
Mike's Hard cans.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see them at the store.
Yeah.
I go to Jewel and I just see.
They're like 24-ounce cans individually.
Yeah,
I've seen.
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I see them at the
Mike's
store.
absurdly erect lemonade. You ever had that?
Okay.
Guess what? I'm going to. I can't
Just
wait.
a bottle full of cum.
All right.
Takes forever to drink.
Yeah, just come with a little bit of lemon juice.
Good
in
to
it.
the last drop. It takes you 20 years.
All right. Our next one here is our number 5 seed, which is Smirnoff Seltzers, which are huge right now. All my friends drank these.
Okay.
And then the number 12 Malibu Splash.
The fuck is Malibu Splash?
It's the Malibu rum.
Yeah.
They're seltzers.
What was the
Yeah.
first one again?
They are Smirnoff.
I'm just gonna have to go with
I think they're called
brand.
Smirnoff Spike.
I want to go with Malibu.
Really? I was going to Smirnoff.
I gotta Smirnoff too,
All
just
right,
because
well, I lose. You go.
I know what the fuck Malibu is.
Smirnoff's the one.
Yeah, Smirnoff's really popular with college people.
Is icing back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's bad.
I don't think
Has
I've-
that
I don't
ever
think
gone
I've
away?
I don't think I've ever
Did
gone
it?
away.
Have you? Okay. Any of you ice anybody?
No, but I've been nice once.
Nice. How was it?
It's fine.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay. My friend fucking iced me once, and then like 2 hours later, I'm like, I'm gonna give this motherfucker back, and I iced him, and then he fucking blocked me with one because he had it in his back pocket for the last 3 hours, which I didn't notice.
Oh, I didn't know you could block.
Yeah, you block if you drink both. And they have
Oh.
to drink that. Isn't that crazy that like a whole fat happens just because somebody wrote a letter? Somebody wrote a letter about this thing that they do to each other at some frat or whatever, and then like that was in the beginning of the internet. So it was like, and then that got passed around, that got passed
Oh,
around,
I didn't know
and
that.
then all of a
Okay.
sudden, celebrities are getting iced. I think Natalie Portman got iced, or some famous person got iced.
How old was she?
Huh? She was 17, so they're still waiting for the but crazy. Not one person yes ended me on that at all. You just listened.
You landed that story.
Uh-huh.
All right, here's a good one. The number 2 White Claw versus the number 15 Four Loko Seltzer.
White Claw. Fuck off. Black Cherry, come on.
I don't like black cherry. I don't.
You
White
don't?
Claw.
Black Cherry is the most popular one.
I know it makes your breath smell. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes your breath smell. There's like a film on the back of your tongue. There's like a black film on your tongue after you drink enough of them. Don't care for it.
Oh God, that's gross. I didn't know that.
Don't you notice your breath stinks like shit after you have a black cherry White Claw?
No, I don't really get hammered on White Claws too often. You know what I mean?
I don't
do.
anymore.
I have a penis. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. That was stupid. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. How about you stick to the classy shit like butt pussies? I would
White
do.
Claw. And then they had White Claw Clementine for a little bit. That was really good. And they have.
I like mango.
lime, lemon.
I like a mango chutney. That's not.
I was gonna say a mango White Claw chutney. Mango White Claw, and then I forget the other one that I'm okay with is I think watermelon. Those two.
Pineapple's pretty good.
Pineapple's
Oh,
good.
those are the ones I dig.
They have like
but-
the most array of flavors, I would say.
They had a strawberry lemonade once that was really good.
Yeah, and they had the lemonade flavors too.
Yeah, White Claw's the winner on this one.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate to admit it because I was a Truly fan forever, but man, White
Well,
Claw.
it truly hasn't come up yet, has it?
We'll see.
Okay. all right.
Speaking of mango chutney, though, I was at a kind of like a nicer liquor store, and they had Ecto Cooler seltzers.
That's fun.
Do you remember Ecto Cooler when you were younger?
Like a high C Ecto Cooler.
Right.
With slime.
And then I was like, I asked the guy, I was like, "Are those good?" He goes, "They're thick." And I guess they're like a really thick.
It's a chutney.
got that thick
It's like
ass.
a chutney. It's like a chutney.
Yes.
Yeah. Ugh.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like that
No
either.
good. Okay, next one. We have the number 7 seed, which is Vizzy.
I don't even know what that
I
is.
fucking love Vizzies. Vizzies. It's.
And then the number 10 seed, Corona Hard Seltzers.
I'm gonna go with Vizzy. Coronas are good, but the problem is that some of them they taste kind of like suntan lotion.
What?
Because they have that they try to do like the pina colada type thing to it, kind of coconutty, so then it tastes like a lotion. There's this smell of like banana boat.
I'm gonna go Corona. You just said something tastes like suntan lotion.
That's the Coronas taste like that.
Oh, I thought you were
the,
saying
no,
the
the Vizzies are good.
Oh,
the Vizzies
okay.
are incredible. They're like they're organic. They're incredible. Like Vizzies are like
I'm still gonna go with Coronas. I want suntan lotion, seltzers
on your butt pussy.
Can someone lube up my butt pussy?
As the tiebreaker, I'm going to go with Vizzy.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Because that way each one of us has been disappointed with one.
Mhm.
Wait,
That's fair.
just Let's just sit with the image of someone spreading their asshole, being like, "Can you?"
For some
Sorry,
reason,
man. I've been getting burnt on my son pussy.
I'm picturing you
My
do
butt
it,
pussy.
but for some reason you have like the briefs that have like the ties on the end. So you're like, can you do it to my butt pussy as you untie the side of your?
Like it's a Cruel Intentions thing.
Okay, next thing. The number 3 seed Truly, and the number 14 seed Spindrift Spiked.
Truly, yeah.
The
feel like that was the
Spindrift Spike's
easiest.
apparently new, and that's why it's so high because it's a hot new thing. But that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting how many of these things don't get sold most places I go to. I feel like the only thing I'll ever see is High Noon, Truly, White Claw, Topo Chico.
Mhm.
Is there anything? I mean, I feel like those are only 4 I really see when I'm out and about. I mean, obviously in stores, I'm sure they sell, but
Yeah,
seem to be the
seltzers
big
aren't
3.
made for bars. I've never once thought of that. It's
Really?
only made for the suburban people who go to the Krogers and the Targets and stuff.
The seltzers?
Yeah,
the fuck you talking
You're
about?
totally
million
wrong.
of them.
You're wrong.
that's how they make their money. They
Bitch,
sell
I see
them
people
stores.
drinking them in
well,
bars
that's
all the
I
time,
mean, that's how beer
bitch.
makes their money. But like, you're not wrong with what you're saying. But there's a huge market of people that drink them at bars.
No,
Stupid
I'm not
bitch.
saying there's not a market,
Okay.
but I'm saying if it was bigger, there would be more flavors there, and they're not because that's not what these seltzers are worried about selling.
Maybe it's the
first.
fucking High Noon monopoly keeping out competitors. You ever think about that, you silly bitch?
Mm-hmm. I do like when a
That's not how that works.
I do like when a bar has like the seltzer that you love that is hard to get, and you're like, how the fuck do you know about that?
I don't even know. Like, I mean, yeah, besides High Noon, Topo Chico, and White Claw, I haven't had any of that shit. Truly, those are the 4.
Mm-hmm.
And the only time I've ever seen Truly is at Timothy O'Toole's.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Next one.
Okay, next one. You guys picked Truly, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let me fill that in. Okay, the next seed we have here is the number 6 seed, which is Ranch Water.
That's my favorite.
Ugh, no, I
Really?
hate that.
Yeah, he loves.
You don't like ranch waters?
No, dude,
Oh,
I've had
I
it.
love
Yeah,
It's a terrible name.
I think it's
Yeah, it's bad name. And then
why.
'Cause it sounds like ranch, not like a cowboy ranch, but
But do you know
ranch
why they're called
dressing
ranch
and
waters?
water. No.
Because a huge drink like in the Southwest is a ranch water, which is a tequila soda lime. So it's a hard
That's
seltzer.
why you like it. It's from your neck of the woods.
Yeah, it is honestly why. And there's a hard seltzer with tequila in it. That's why. Which I hate because now when you go to a bar and I order a ranch water, they're like, "What flavor do you want?" I go, "No, I want like a ranch water," because the ranch water is really refreshing. It's just a tequila soda boat or a vodka soda boat with tequila.
And then the number 11 seed, the Neutral.
Sorry.
Neutral.
Oh, I prefer that for sure.
No,
that
no,
I will because they have those
sell
at Laugh
those-
Factory.
And they sell those at Wrigley.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a neutral over a ranch water any day of the week.
So we got Neutral. Other votes?
It's
here?
1-1. You said
I
ranch water.
want to vote for ranch water, but they don't have enough. They only have like one flavor that's good. The spicy sucks, but like the other, I love. So
I've had neutral before, and I haven't had ranch water,
Yeah.
so I'll go neutral as well.
Wow, what upset?
First
We had
upset.
an upset. Lower
First
seed.
I
upset.
like when people first see it, they go nerd.
6'11" is pretty standard in a tournament, right?
Mhm.
That happens.
Neutral has good commercials.
They do.
That's
I haven't
what
seen
know
any
about.
commercials.
Yeah,
What do they
that
do?
Lady with the SNL girl. She's good. Okay, let's go back up to top. We got the number 1 seed High Noon against the number 8 seed Topo Chico Hard.
I think I would go Topo Chico.
Really?
Dude, anytime I
so disappointed in Topo when it came out.
that strawberry guava flavor is what that plus being in a glass. I like it.
That's the best flavor they have, and then the glass makes you feel fancy. So yes, you can.
Not
make
just fancy, but like there is something to be said for not having an aluminum taste in your mouth when you drink something. I know
Right.
it's like a very small difference, but
No, you're right, dude. I like a bottle out of it more than a can any day of the
Right.
week. I'll also go Topo. We got another upset.
Wow.
I also like you make fun of me, I'll murder you, because I'll break this thing and shove it in your throat.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you call me a bitch for drinking it, it's like I can kill you.
They're hard too, those bottles.
They're really hard.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing I always think about in movies. You know when they crash a bottle over someone's head, it's like all it would do is go gunk. Like you can't crashing a bottle over someone's head would be really hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually having it break on their skull.
I walked
kill
into
them.
I walked in. Did you ever do that?
No.
Oh, you looked at me like you're gonna tell
I
me
look
that.
at you because you're talking.
Oh, sorry.
You
You just whipped over so quickly. I thought you were gonna tell me about that.
I
story.
thought you were just playing into my stereotype, being like, I bet you've done that. Have you done that?
yeah, no. You just whipped over. You looked over so much. Like, what do you fucking know?
I was leaning this way, and then when I turned this way, it was more drastic. I give you that.
I was at a bar. I was walking. I think it was a St. Patrick's Day night or day. I was walking in, and this bouncer was kind of laughing. And then I guess this guy got into a fight with another guy, and he goes, the guy punches him or pushes him. He goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "What the fuck am I doing? I'm gonna fucking kill you." And then he takes this bottle and he tries to hit it against the table to shatter it, but it doesn't shatter, and it falls out of his hand, and then it rolls into the bouncer, and the bouncer's like, "Come on, man." And I guess the guy looked at him and goes, "Yeah, I'll leave," and then walked out.
Dude, yeah, no. I mean, I don't know if I've ever tried to do it on a. I mean, I feel like half the time if you spill it on the floor, it won't even like the bottle just roll.
Yeah.
I mean, the closest thing I've ever seen to something realistic is Happy Gilmore, where he's shooting McGavin's like, "I'll kick your ass," and he goes, "Let's do it then." And then he like, nearly stabs him.
What's going on over here? We're looking for the rest of this bottle. There's some there.
Yeah, some over there.
Dude,
Yeah,
that movie fucking rules. I've
put
seen
it.
that forever.
You should put it down. Yeah, I know. And he puts it down.
Adam Sandler movie bracket. Put that one in your phone.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
fucking sick.
I'm all over that.
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
Mm-hmm.
Good one. Okay, next round we have the number 4 seed Mike's Hard Seltzer versus number 5 seed Smirnoff Spiked.
I'd still go with Mike's.
Still going
Mike's. Yeah.
Nice.
do
Mike's
it.
moving on. Easy pick. Okay, now the number 2 seed White Claw versus the number 7 seed Vizzy.
Gotta go White Claw.
White
That's a
Claw.
hard one for me.
I know it's hard for you, but yeah.
White Claw. God damn it.
Was it
Yeah,
two
you like
versus
Vizzy.
what was Vizzy? What was their seed?
7, 2
Seven?
versus
2 7. Yeah, okay.
They have fun flavors. If you like strawberry guava, Vizzy's got a lot of fun flavors.
Okay.
Like that.
I'll think about it.
We
Okay,
have
think
the
about it.
number 3 seed Truly versus the number 11 seed Neutral.
Celsius should get in
I
this game,
think I
by
might
the
go
way.
with-
Side note.
Agree.
But-
Yeah,
I think I'm
you're
gonna
right.
Truly.
Yeah.
Really? Because I might go
They'll be there
neutral
in
on
2
that
years, I
one.
bet.
Well,
See,
Truly
I want
has
to go
the-
Truly because you got me into Truly for a stretch.
I know, but I feel like they've
Truly
lost their
won you.
way.
Truly has mixed flavors though, which I like. Whereas Neutral is like pineapple or
Yeah.
like whatever. Like
Yeah, I don't like that. I
Because
like
they have the
mix.
lemonade flavors.
yes, strawberry lemonade they have at Timothy O'Toole's. Actually.
And they have, I forget what it's called. I don't think it's called Extreme, but they have the hard, they call it harder seltzers, where they're like high in alcohol.
And also
Wait,
there's something
Neutral
about-
has a strawberry lemonade?
No.
Oh, they don't.
Truly does.
Truly
That's the
does.
thing. Also, there is
It
something
truly
said
does.
for the fact that also Neutral's like branding looks like shit. It's just like black lettering on white.
It says Nerdle.
Is it
Yeah.
Yellow? It's black and it's just a yellow can.
Okay.
Or no, well that's if it's a yellow flavor, or if it's like a black
yeah,
cherry,
yeah,
it's like pink at the top, but barely that color's. It's just white and black can, whereas Truly actually has like a cool design too.
Mhm. Yeah, truly it is.
Truly.
Truly.
Truly. Okay, thank you. Just want to make sure. Truly. Moving on. Okay, we're up to the final 4 here, people.
Yeah.
We got the number 8 seed Topo Chico Hard versus number 4 seed Mike's Hard Seltzer.
Topo.
Wait, what was it again?
Topo Chico or Mike's Hard?
Oh, Topo. Yeah, that was
Topo.
an easy one.
Whoa, upset. The glass bottle wins.
Topo shouldn't be an 8 seed. That feels like maybe they were missing a star player for like a couple months, and so they were underseeded.
Yeah.
I think
They're
that-
so good.
I think the problem is that most people don't maybe still associate Topo with hard seltzers.
I thought it was a water forever.
Yeah.
I literally was. I've been at bars several times with people, and I'm like, I guess they're not drinking tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, like, man, that's like their third Topo Chico. That can't be cheap. Just get
Yeah.
a fucking get a glass of ice,
Yeah.
right? Like,
And they keep telling me they love me so much. What the fuck's going on?
I never hear that when I'm out with people. But anyway.
I just like the Topo. They came out. I think they came out like not strong because I thought they tasted like shit, and like they're a lot better now,
Mhm.
which is good because that's strawberry guava.
Dude,
And also
it's
like
fucking best.
it's just nice when someone's like, "Hey, I brought you some seltzers." And it's like, clink, 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 clink.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's also like, oh man, you actually spent some money on this.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The hospitality, Jonah's back.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we have the number 2 seed White Claw versus number 3 seed Truly.
Gotta go Truly.
Fuck, this is a hard one for me.
White Claw versus Truly.
Yeah.
I gotta go White Claw.
Ooh, we tied.
It's
up
tough,
Jonah.
but White Claw's got some.
I think it's White Claw. I love their peach.
I think I just have such a bad experience with their black cherry and just being like end of the night.
I
I'm
love
like
their black
about to brush
cherry.
my teeth. I'm like, what the fuck is all this shit on the back of my tongue?
Right.
Maybe it was something else, and you're just
it's-
blaming black cherry.
Do you
Because
think
I've
it's
never heard
bec-
anyone else say black cherry makes
You-
your breath bad.
Yeah.
Have you heard this?
I've
Austin?
heard-
I don't know.
I've had people say they agree with me on that.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps they
Alexa,
are.
does it make your breath bad? Why isn't she answering?
I just like if
Alexa, does White Claw black cherry make your breath stinky?
Yeah.
How come it's not answering?
I mean-
I don't have an Alexa. I have a Shaniqua, so you have to say. And then she goes, "Oh hell yeah, it does."
This podcast is about to blow up on Kill Tony.
Yeah, I know, right?
How about of all the podcasts, this is the one with the pussy butt, the Shaniqua, this whole troubling stuff. Jonah, pick one.
It's gonna be White Claw. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
wow,
I'm sorry.
White Claw.
I don't care.
Like they had
I didn't
a
make
lower
it.
calorie one that was as clementine, and they don't make it anymore. But it was like one of the best I've ever had in my life. I love those, and they're only 80 calories.
They name it after the character from Eternal Sunshine.
Clementine.
Okay, are we ready for the finals?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think
the
it's
final
more
four?
about the
No, this is
clementine.
the finals.
The fruit?
Finals,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Perfect. Finals. Let's go.
This is the finals.
Tastes like what's her face's
Pussy butt. Pussy
Kate
butt.
Winslet.
All right, here's the finals. We got the number 2 White Claw versus the number 8 seed Topo Chico Hard.
I'm going with Topo.
White Claw. Gotta go White Claw.
I gotta go White Claw because I've only had Topo Chico like once or twice, and I
Right.
literally didn't realize I was drinking a hard liquor or hard alcohol.
I'm just proud of Topo for putting up such a fight.
Yeah, from 8th seed to the finals. Yeah, we're going White Claw. White Claw's the champion.
It's like
we should have
Butler
plugged
versus
this at the
Kentucky.
beginning. We did not, but Jonah and I will be in Arizona this weekend at Mic Drop Mania Comedy Club in Chandler, Arizona, which is just outside of Phoenix. Cubs fans who are down there, it's about 12 minutes from Sloan Park in Mesa. Again, Jonah and I will be down there.
That's cool.
It's gonna be great. Friday, 1 show, 2 shows Saturday. This is March 7th and March 8th weekend. We're gonna go to the Cubs spring training game during the day on Saturday. Should get tickets for that soon. And it's gonna be
You
fucking
guys gonna-
amazing. It's gonna be a great time.
Be able to make it to the show if you go to a spring training game during the day.
We did it last year. It worked out.
A lot of White Claws.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I always hate about because I don't like to drink before I go on stage. But man, when there's something fun going on during the day, it is really hard.
I'm actually not gonna drink. I'm not drinking for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, Arizona, it might be hard to. We'll see.
Treat yourself.
Sure.
Treat yourself.
No, I shouldn't be drinking. All right. Any thoughts? Final thoughts? You guys want to do Jerry Springer final thoughts?
Sure.
Who wants to go first with their final thought?
I think we're on
Or
something
as
with
we
this
should
butt
say,
pussy.
their final forethought. What'd you say? Close on the butt pussy?
I think we're onto something here.
All right, the Jerry Springer.
Do you
One final thought.
Do you honestly think if you went to a doctor and was like, listen,
I want a pussy on my butt.
I want a pussy on my butt, can you make that happen?
I mean, yeah, people sell children into sex slavery. I'm sure you
Yeah.
can find a doctor who'd put a pussy on your butt.
Depends what state. Depends what state you're in America.
It also like once
No, I'm
First
saying you
it's
could just
abortion,
find a
then it's
guy.
butt pussies. They're gonna be banning them.
well,
I'm saying you could find someone to do
Oh, like
something
black
insane.
black
Yeah.
market stuff.
There's insane shit on the.
you'd also have like a really scary moment once a month where you're like, oh my God, I just shit blood. No, I'm on my period.
One final thought about butt pussies. I love that show always ended with him saying, "Take care of yourself and each other." After like people just beat the shit out of each other on his stage.
Good old Jerry Springer. God bless his soul. All right, that has been Let's Get Dumb, everybody. You can follow Joe Fernandez on all of the apps. He is simply at Joe Fernandez Comedy. He's got a great podcast called 30 Characters. You want to
Yes.
tell everyone about that in
Yes.
20 seconds?
Very, very fun podcast. It's not really based in reality. It's just that everyone comes on, then we do a shit ton of characters meant to be very silly and fun.
Jonah's got some shows that are all sold out he could brag about.
Yeah, I have.
Blackout Diaries,
Yeah,
the movie,
yeah, I have. We're doing a taping for a TV pilot at the end of the month in Chicago. We have a lot of comedians coming in from LA and New York. We're really excited about it, but we are sold out. But you know what? Actually, if you are in Chicago and you want to buy tickets, you can get them. If you use promo code Malort, we still have 6 tickets left for each show.
There you go.
That's our friends and family
Chicago
discount.
listeners, come the fuck out. It's going to be a big, big deal. It's a big TV taping. It's going to be fancy. It's going to look
I'm at
amazing.
Laugh Factory Saturday and Sunday if you guys
No one
want to
gives
go.
a shit, Fernandez.
I
All
care.
Right. God damn it. All right. Kidding. Go see Joe Fernandez stand up. Check out that YouTube video we talked about at the beginning. Check out my shit on YouTube. On behalf of producer Austin and these two beautiful men, thank you for watching Let's Get Dumb and listening.